How's the weather been in your area? Let me know in the comment section below, because I'd love to hear about it. Here, we've had rain like every single day, literally like every single day, and we've gotten a total of like 14, 15 inches of rain in the past few weeks. It's ridiculous. I even heard of one area getting like 25 inches in the same time period. And the rain has definitely had an effect on things here. How? Well, let me show you some of the areas. For starters, many of the plant starts that we have just outside our greenhouse that are getting ready or have been getting ready to be transplanted into the garden in various places around here just keep getting flooded, overran with water, like right here, just all that. Constantly having to do this. We lost this herb right here, fenugreek, just to too much moisture, and then, but thankfully we didn't lose all of our plants. We've just been hanging on to them because the ground has been so wet, we just haven't been able to even put plants in the ground. You see here in this tray, these trays right here, it's lost a lot of different plants just from too much moisture. And for our trays, we absolutely love Bootstrap Farmer trays. They're heavy duty, high quality, much better than what you can find in your local box store. But recently, my wife has tried doing this. She started these plants right here, a little differently than we normally do. Now right here, we were able to transplant these, some sunflowers as well as some corn and some other things, but some things are just real way behind because of the rain holding us back. And some things the rain has taken out while other things have just been thriving, but mostly the things that you don't want to thrive, including my mint here. I love mint for tea, but it has gone crazy in this area right here. It was just a small pot of mint that just popped out, grew out, and exploded. So much so it even went inside our greenhouse here. This is one of those times that I'm definitely thankful to have a greenhouse, and we also have a high tunnel that I'll show you in a little bit as well. And for the most part, the rain has not negatively affected in here at all. This is one of those times where you actually got to make sure things do get watered in the greenhouse and they're not underwatered. But in here, that mint, it started growing all inside here along where our peppers are and starting to take over. So my son harvested that and we just got mint popping out all over the place. You can still see we got more work to do in here in getting that mint back. Once again, all of this and what's outside just from one plant. Oh boy. Glad we like tea and mint tea, right? But in here we also have peppers, which are a little behind, but they're gradually starting to have flowers on them now. So hopefully we'll have some fruit here really soon. We also have tomatoes and cucumbers that we grow vertically, trellising them and hard pruning them. And I really love this method because it's really easy to spot the fruit and be able to harvest them as well as pruning them. My wife is the main one who does the pruning in here, and she does a great job with that. So she does that with the tomatoes as well as the cucumbers. Ooh, and look here. Speaking of easy to spot, these are our first fruits of tomatoes here. There we go. But I can see a bunch of other little clusters of fruits on our different plants here, and it's exciting to see. Look at that right there. And right there. And over here too. Love that. Are any of you growing tomatoes this year? If so, let me know in the comment section below, as well as which variety you are growing. And for in here, since it doesn't rain in here, obviously, we do have to water manually. And we've done drip tape in here, and we've also watered by hand. But I decided to do something this year, try out something new for our beds here. So recently I got these Hoya pots. Oh, and wait, there's one more. Smallie. Dun, 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 dun. Look at there. So fill these babies up.
And believe it or not, these Oya clay pots are actually based on an ancient watering method that goes way, way back. Like we're talking many years ago, back in Moses and Abraham's time. They were used in places like North Africa, the Middle East, and even ancient China. This stuff is nice and loose, homemade. Farmers would bury these unglazed clay vessels right into the soil.
Alien artifacts. I'm finding alien artifacts. Unbelievable. Just kidding. Close to those plants. Keep moisture in there. Around. Like that. Now you can still use the straw, but this pot will be even more effective. And this is exactly the kind of spacing that we want for it. It's about 6 to 12 inches away from the plant here on both of these plants here. There we go. All right, get that out of the way. I may have disturbed the roots on that one a little bit. So I'm not sure if we can go big here or not. So that would get us less than that 6 inches away. So if I went, woo, don't do that. Alright, so if we went bigger, that would put us like 3 inches away from that one, and maybe like almost 6 on that one. Still, that's a little close. Let's pull this out. Let's go small here. That gets us 6 inches and like 8 inches away from that one. So let's try that. There we go. Oh, look here. This one here that I filled up is already releasing water. So that's what it does. It just over time, look here, you can feel on the table. This table was not wet beforehand. It just gradually lets water out. Nice and slowly. Look at that. And once again, that was not me being crazy with the water hose. As you can see, even from there. All right, here's a good spot. Let's try planting one here. Let's see if it fits though first. Yeah, take that away. Yeah, put it down. Let's see here. 6 inches away. Let's push it over to the right just a little bit. You're right, yep. And then, yep, 6 inches there. All righty, dig away. I don't know about you, does this make you feel like, remind you of like back in Moses' time? Like, I think of Egypt. I could see them probably watering with some of these methods back in Egypt. You like to watch ancient Egypt shows, don't you? About the Egyptian cultures. Alrighty. Anyone in particular fascinate you?
I don't know.
When I was his age, I was interested in ancient Egyptian culture as well. I wanted to see the pyramids. It's still like one of those things on my bucket list. It just looks like, man, something I would definitely love to do. What about you, Josiah? Would you like to visit and see the pyramids?
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Have any of you seen the pyramids? If so, let me know in the comment section below. Also, if any of you are like us and like to go see some of those things in person, let me know. Yep, all right, put that in there. Yep, got it in. There you go. Looks like you got it. Last one. Take a sip. And then we've had the pots in place now for a couple weeks, and it's already making a difference. One is making watering so much easier. Just have to fill up the pots like once a week or so. But the plants are really doing well. And the cucumber plants that we have growing here are pickling cucumbers. Oh, and I can see one developing right there. See that? But we've already been harvesting from these, mostly my son Josiah, who's been tending to things in here for the most part. He's been the one super excited about harvesting those, and he's been getting some already. And these cucumbers are Boston pickling cucumbers that we got from Baker Creek. Where do you get your seed from? Let me know in the comment section below. I get a majority of my heirloom seeds from Baker Creek. Great place to get seeds from. Now, in the past, I've had years where the garden was just absolutely cranking, jam-packed with popping out produce all over the place. But sadly, this isn't one of those years. And the rain is a big, big reason why. Now, there's some things that have done fairly well. Like my daughter Selah, she's been growing bok choy, and she got an excellent crop of bok choy. Oh, and also squash. We're growing zucchini squash. We have been getting so much squash. Let me just show you. Oh yeah, look at this. See how soft the ground is? It's just like, ugh. That's the result of this rain. It's just been, and this is actually good after a day of not having any. We actually did not have rain yesterday. Hey. Oh, I thought I would be saying that, but it is what it is. Alrighty, let's see here. We're harvesting this like every day. This one ready right here. Let's see here. Let's get that one off. Okay, there's that one. So this 50-foot row of squash, and then another row on the other side of our fruit tree there of just zucchini. I love zucchini. It's yummy. You like zucchini? Let me know in the comments below. It's just really yummy. But it's been testing me because we've had it available like every day. We could have it for dinner now. So we eat it smaller. Oh, and look here. We also have these zuccas, which there's actually a lot of people that eat them like this, but we do. And people used to in the past. And I actually did a video on that. These are actually called zuccas when they're this size and full grown. And we like to do a number of things with this. One of the things that we like to do, well, my daughter likes to make zucchini bread, which is yummy. You can still make it with this when they're this size. And also, we like to do noodles out of them. And I absolutely love zucca noodles. Let's see here. I'm sure there's a lot more to harvest. Yep. It's pretty much like almost every other plant right now, even though we've already been through here. Yep, there's another zucca right there. Yep. Actually, while we're here, let me go ahead and harvest this squash. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Let's give that one till tomorrow there. See that? Flowers there with bees doing their job. And this year it's been so neat seeing our 2-year-old Hezekiah helping with harvesting for the first time. All right there. Almost big as Hezekiah. Dude. Another biggie. lot of good noodles with these. Let's see, is that about it? Is that about it? Nope, there's some more down here. There we go. Alright, there's that. And that one. I think that's enough. Put these back. Not put them back. Not putting them back. Put them up. Alright. Now back to our garden here. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Well, in addition to the squash, there are some other plants that are doing okay. We have corn that's doing fairly well right now in various spots. We also have basil. I do a Rutgers organic basil, which is an Italian type basil, and the Rutgers, it's more disease resistant. It's not GMO or anything like that, but it's just more disease resistant. And for us, in our high humidity area, I've tried to do other basils in the past, Italian basils, and they just been hit with disease every time. So I went with the Rutgers basil, and it has done great, all until this year. This year was the very first year that it showed some signs of like, this is too much moisture, humidity, and things we're having to deal with. But it looks like it has pulled through, thankfully, and I think we're getting harvest from it already, and should do well. And hopefully this rain will spread out, and we won't have every day of rain going forward. Let's see here. But there's, oh, well, we also had some beans, some really neat heirloom beans that were doing well, but the rain has just beat them, and we're starting to lose those right now. We've also lost a number of other crops that we've started, and it was just too much rain. And like, we did a number of bed of radishes, and they just either rotted or just started a little bit and then just turned yellow from all the moisture. Let's see here. We have eggplant growing. Looks like it's gonna pull through from the rain. Now we just got to weed around it from everything that's just popping up from all the rain. Once again, it's like the things that I don't want to grow are flourishing, and some of the ones that I do want had just been hit hard. But thankfully, once again, not all of it has been knocked out. Let's see here, what else? Oh, as I'm looking over there and see my solid tarps, I am thankful for those, because in times like these where we've had too much rain, covering the bed spaces with the solid tarps keeps the moisture, a majority of the moisture, off of it. Once you pull back the tarp, not only are the weeds suppressed, but it's also drier and better suited for planting and transplanting your plants into. But yeah, I know this part of the tour isn't the most glamorous. We do have things growing, yes, that I'm thankful for, like the squash, but this is not what I was hoping for this year at all. So definitely gonna be working on that, using the silage tarps to get some things back in order and shape and suppress some of these things that we don't want growing and get more of the things that we want to growing. But these aren't the only areas that I have. There's more. All right, this area I'm pretty excited about, because this is like my favorite area this year on the farmstead. This is our permaculture orchard, which also has our high tunnel in. I'll show you that in a minute. But in here, I've been working on this, putting block around my fruit trees here, and they're interplanted with lemon balm and strawberries, and I just love the aesthetics of it. And also down here we have our land guard raised beds, which my wife has mint and other herbs growing in there, and they're just flourishing and doing well. And come to think of it, it does seem like the herbs are some of the things that are doing the best right now. We can use those too, right? We also have comfrey in here, doing really well. Multiple uses for comfrey. Oh, and over here we have elderberries that are doing really well. Should have some berries on these pretty soon. Oh, and check out some of my fruit trees. Just come see. This right here is my Asian persimmon tree, and it's really young tree, but it's already starting to have fruit on there. Check out those persimmons. Beautiful. And check out this apple tree here. It's just loaded with apples on there. Man, those clusters of apples. Yep. And there's so much fruit on some of these branches. I think we're gonna just have to prop them up with something here because we don't want the limbs to break at all, because this is doing really well. However, I do see signs of these taking some pressure too from the rain. Yep. Just all the moisture, humidity, all that just invites more of an environment for disease. So I'm just hoping things will continue to dry out and the plants can push through. Look here, here's a fruit tree that is having some problems though. Similar issues and signs. Alrighty. Oh, right over here is an experiment that I'm trying though. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to do some melons in this block along the fence here. So with it inside the block planted, we got a weed back here. We can easily weed around the plant, but it can also use the fence as a trellis. But this one's even cleaner, look at that. So it should be able to go right up there, just like that. Let's see, what else do I want to show you? Oh, right here is a more mature persimmon tree. It's a different type of persimmon. This one I think is an American one, the other one's a Japanese or Asian persimmon. These persimmons are smaller, but produces a lot of them. Let's see if I can find some for you. Oh, there you go, there's some right here. You can see there. All those on different branches through here. Oh, right over here, here's some more. See that? Those persimmons there. And welcome to the hot tunnel. This is just another area that we're growing plants in. We're growing tomatoes and cucumbers as well as peppers in here as well. Different varieties in here. And we're actually growing one of my favorite, actually probably my favorite cucumber in here. The China Jade cucumber. And here's one right here. Yep, look at there. Yep. There we go. These get big and are still scrump diddly up, just yummy. There's another one here. Yep. I think they're really sweet. Yeah. Yummy. Alright, looks like I'm gonna need to do some harvesting here too, but I'm almost done with this tour, so let me come back to that. So in here, as you can see, we're doing the trellising system again with the tomatoes and cucumbers, and for the most part we water by hand and drip in here. But with us getting so much rain here recently on the sides where the cucumbers are and the peppers, so much rain has just been coming in, we really haven't had to water on the perimeters at all. It's just because that rain has just been coming in on those sides too, but still having to water down the center. And thankfully we haven't lost any plants for the most part, except a few peppers on this side to the rain. And that pretty much wraps up the tour. There's so many other things I could go in plant by plant, but I don't want to do that. We don't have all day for that, right? Besides, I got work to do. I got some cucumbers to harvest here, and there's always weeding and things to do around here as well. But anyways, I would like to feature some of you guys in your gardens on my YouTube channel. So check out this description below for information on how you can help out with that, because you help me and you help inspire others when you share that. So check out that information in the show notes below. Also, anything that you saw around my farm that you think maybe you could use or think's pretty neat, I'll include those items in the description below as well. But I gotta get to work. Thanks for sticking around and let me show you, give you a little mini tour of my various garden spaces and orchard where we're growing some things. But I gotta get to work, and I'm sure you do too. See you next time.